Good afternoon, everyone. Today we're starting our journey into deep reinforcement learning for autonomous control systems. It sounds intimidating, but relax, we'll take it slow. Think of it as teaching a robot how to learn from experience, just like a human learns to ride a bicycle, minus the emotional damage.
So the robot actually learns on its own, sir? We don't program every step manually?
Exactly. In reinforcement learning, the robot is called the agent. It observes the environment, takes an action, and receives a reward. Good actions give positive reward, bad actions give negative reward. Over time, the agent learns what actions work best.
So, basically like how I learned to walk as a kid? Fall first, then get better?
Yes, but the robot doesn't cry when it falls. That's the difference. No emotional drama included.
Sir, what exactly is a policy? I hear that term a lot, but still don't get it.
A policy is simply the agent's decision-making mechanism. It takes the current state as input and outputs an action. In DRL, the policy is usually a neural network. The inputs can be things like joint angles, body orientation, acceleration, ground contact sensors, pretty much everything the robot can sense. The network then decides what the robot should do next.
So DRL is literally RL plus deep learning?
That's right. Neural networks handle the complex, high-dimensional data, while RL gives the agent a way to learn through trial and error. This combination is what makes DRL perfect for robotics, especially legged robots, which have extremely complicated dynamic behavior.
So we don't need those long dynamic equations anymore?
Nope. No need to manually derive full multi-body dynamic equations. The robot will try different actions, fall, get up, try again, and eventually discover stable walking patterns on its own. It's much faster because robots are set up very quickly, much faster than humans, especially when we write everything by hand.
But still needs rewards, right? Otherwise, how would it know what good is?
Correct. Reward design is the heart of RL. If the robot stays balanced, it gets reward. If it moves forward without falling, it gets more reward. If it trips or faceplants, negative reward. Over time, the policy evolves and the robot learns what actions keep it upright.
This connects to our Southeast Asia case study, right? Robots walking on uneven terrain?
Exactly. Many regions in Southeast Asia are disaster-prone, earthquakes, collapsed buildings, uneven terrain. Legged robots are ideal for these environments. In simulation, we create slopes, rocks, debris, unstable surfaces. The robot learns to handle all of that simply through observation and reward.
What if the robot just jumps around randomly, like a confused goat? Some algorithms do weird things.
Ha ha ha, yes, sometimes robots do strange things during early training. It's part of the charm. As long as it stays stable, that's fine. But if it jumps and does a backward flip and crashes, well, that's a clear negative reward.
Oh, come on, do we really not need mathematical models at all? I'm quite a yeasty one, hee.
Not the full model. That's the power of DRL. Though having a bit of physical intuition helps, you don't need to derive Euler-Lagrange equations every week. Because I really don't want to traumatize you. Because that's not good, ha ha ha.
Thank you, sir. This topic suddenly feels more human, and it's definitely very easy for us to understand.
Just wait until we hit hyperparameter tuning. That's where your mental endurance gets tested. But don't worry, we'll survive it together. Next, in Scene 2, we'll start analyzing specific DRL algorithms like PPO and SAC. You'll see how the policy network and value network work, and how the robot processes states to produce actions.
So Scene 2 is going to be more technical?
Yes, but we'll keep the lab atmosphere relaxed. No stiff theoretical lecture vibes. Just applied robotics and a good sense of humor.
Sound good, sir. The robot is ready to fall again, and we're ready to learn again.
Excellent. The main takeaway for today is simple. The agent interacts with the environment, takes actions, receives rewards, and updates its policy through a neural network. That's the foundation. We'll build on top of it in Scene 2. Good morning, Arvesto Junius, and all brave warriors of autonomous control systems. Today we're diving into a topic that is soul-shaking, deep reinforcement learning.
I can already feel the shake, but it's more like fear of not understanding.
Focus, June. This is important.
Okay, Deep RL is a combination of two things, reinforcement learning and deep learning. So our agent, imagine a tiny robot, learns through trial and error. Just like you when writing reports. Lots of mistakes first, only sometimes correct, if luck is on your side.
Sir, if I keep making mistakes and never get it right, is that still RL?
That's called reinforcement suffering, not learning.
Sir, so the agent gets a reward whenever it performs an action closer to the goal, right?
Exactly. For example, if the agent moves away from a wall, it gets a positive reward. If it hits the wall, negative reward. If it hits me, negative reward squared.
Understood, sir. I will not become a destructive agent.
Now, look at this graph. This is the progress of an agent learning to stabilize its position. In the beginning, the rewards are chaotic, up and down like student moods at the end of the month. But over time, they stabilize.
Sir, my grades in other courses are still going up and down. Is that the agent or me?
That's your learning rate. It's too low. Jun.
Sir, may I ask something? Why we need a neural network? Regular Q learning can work too, right?
Great question. Because the state space in control systems is huge and complex. A neural network helps approximate the Q value or policy more efficiently. If we used a regular Q table, the table would be as big as a student's debt list.
That must be very big, sir.
Exactly. That's why we use Deep RL. All right. Now it's time for a quick quiz. First question for Arvesto, what is the function of a reward in Deep RL?
A reward tells the agent whether an action is good or bad, so it knows what to repeat and what to avoid.
Excellent. 1 point for you. Junius, second question. What is a policy?
A policy is the strategy an agent uses to choose an action based on its state. Or in human terms, the rules we follow so we don't get punished by the lecturer.
Correct. And bonus points for humor.
Sir, is the bonus in the form of grades or just a smile?
Just a smile. The grades are still far away. All right, that's it for today. Next week, we'll implement Deep RL in a more complex autonomous control system. Don't forget to complete the quiz, link is on the LMS. That was just a warm-up before we dive deeper into the world of deep reinforcement learning. See you in the next scene.
If possible, not too deep, sir. I might drown.
Welcome back to the lab, my brave robot tamers. Today is scene 3, the grand finale. If this were a movie, this would be the part where the robot finally stands up dramatically in the rain.
Sir, it's not raining in the lab.
Yeah, the only water here is from the AC leaking last week.
Details, gentlemen, details. Today we dive into advanced DRL techniques, reward shaping, curriculum learning, and sim-to-real transfer. By the end of this session, you should understand how to train a robot to walk like a functioning adult instead of a confused penguin.
Improvement. I like it already.
Sir, before we start, the robot is staring at me again.
That means it's ready to learn. Or maybe it wants vengeance for all the times it fell. Hard to tell.
So what's first, sir?
Reward shaping. As you both know, our robot learns from rewards. But if the reward is too simple, the robot may learn the wrong behavior. For example, if we give it reward for just moving forward, it might run as fast as possible but trip every 5 steps.
Sounds like me during high school PE class.
Exactly. So we shape the reward: forward progress, stability, smoothness, energy efficiency. Each component encourages a healthier gait.
So it's like giving the robot a detailed grading rubric.
Correct. And just like your assignment rubrics, the robot can still misunderstand it completely.
For real, I once read a rubric wrong and ended up making a 20-page report instead of a poster.
Yes, and we still talk about that in the faculty lounge. Now, next concept, curriculum learning. It's the idea of training the robot with easier tasks first, then gradually increasing difficulty.
Like teaching a kid to walk on normal tiles before throwing them into a mountain hike.
Precisely. In our case, we may start with flat terrain, then small bumps, then rough terrain, then rubble-like surfaces. Each stage builds on the last.
So instead of letting the robot suffer from start, we let it suffer slowly.
Beautifully put. Now, the last big concept, sim-to-real transfer.